Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 10. We'll be discuss about testing writing skill, and the member of our group are the first is me, Muhammad Safaat Atmaja, and as the first speaker, and Ayu Pratiwi as the second speaker, and Raisah Adiela as the last speaker or the third speaker. So, testing writing skills. Hemline states that the assessment had a positive reception among students, faculty, advisors, and other community members. It reflects the concern of and is easily interpreted by disparate constituencies. In writing tests, the writer takes the test in free writing. The material that will be tested relates to the recount text because it has been taught in junior high school, especially in the second year students. And according to Heaton, one method that can be used in assessing writing is a test. Testing writing skills are complex and something difficult to teach. Requires mastery not only of grammatical and rhetorical devices, but also of conceptual and judgmental elements. The following are varied skills necessary for writing good prose as suggested by Heaton, which are: the first is language use, which is the ability to write correct and appropriate sentences. The second is mechanical skills, which is the ability to use correctly those conventions peculiar to the written language. And the third is treatment of content, which is the ability to think creatively and develop thoughts, including all irrelevant information. The fourth is stylistic skills, which is the ability to manipulate sentences and paragraphs and use language effectively. And the last is judgment skills, which is the ability to write in an appropriate manner for a particular purpose with a particular audience in mind, together with an activity to select, organize, and order the relevant information. So the next speaker will be discuss about the categories of written performance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ayu Pratiwi as speaker 2. The second, categories of written performance. 4 categories of written performance that capture the rank of written production are considered here. The first, imitative. To produce writing language, the learner must attain skills in the fundamental basic task of writing letters, words, punctuation, and very bright sentence. Limited variety types of tasks are commonly used to assess a person's ability to produce written letters and symbols. To the second, intensive, beyond the fundamental of imitative writing are skills in producing appropriate vocabulary with context, collocation, and idioms, and correct grammatical features up of length of a sentence. The third, responsive. Responsive assessment tasks require learners to perform a limited discourse level, connecting sentences into paragraph and creating logically connected sequence of 2 or 3 paragraphs. The last, extensive writing implies successful management of all process and strategies of writing for all purposes up to launch of an essay, theme paper, a major research project, report, or even or thesis. The third, process of writing. The first, planning. For example, pre-writing is any activity in the classroom that encourages students to write. It stimulates thought for getting started. In fact, it moves students away from having to face a blank page toward generating tentative ideas and gathering information for writing. The second, drafting. For example, once sufficient ideas are gathered at the planning stage, the first attempt at writing, that is, drafting, might proceed quickly. At the drafting stage, the writers are focused on the fluency of writing and are not preoccupied with grammatical accuracy or the neatness of the draft. The third, revising. For example, revising is not morally checking for language errors. It is done to improve global content and the organizing of ideas so that the writer's intent is made clearer to the reader. The last, editing. For example, formal editing is deferred till this page in order that this application not disrupt the free flow or ideas during the drafting and revising stages. I think that's all for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Raisah Adiela from Group 10 and I'm the speaker 3 and I will explain about hidden writing assessment model. The first is assessment component is content, description, that is idea, topic or term, focus, facts, and writing illustrations. The first course goal is 13-27. Category is perfect to excellent. Criteria is mastery of knowledge substantially. The second course goal is 26-22. Category is good to average. Criteria is mastery of some adequate knowledge of the substance. The third course goal is 21-17. Category is very poor. Criteria is mastery of the limited knowledge about the topic or content. The fourth course goal is 16-13. Category is very poor. Criteria is mastery of knowledge about the topic and substance is very lacking. And the second assessment component is organization. Description, that is physical structure or rhetorical structure, chronological structure, chronological order, coherence, conclusion, and layout. of rating. The first score scale is 20. The 18 category is perfect to excellent. Criteria is disclosure of adequately and fluently written. And the second score scale is 17. The 14 category is good to average. Criteria a little less organized, but the main idea remains focused. The third score scale is 13 to 10. Category is very poor. Criteria not fluent or sometimes ideas are confused and tend not to connect. The first score scale is 9. The 7 category is very poor. Criteria is ideas are not communicated and minimalist and disorganized. The third assessment component is vocabulary. Descriptions, that is vocabulary substance, word choice, and registers. The first score scale is 20. The 18th category is perfect to excellent. Criteria to use and selection of words, idioms, phrase is appropriate and effective. Score scale is 17. The 14th category good to average. Criteria is occasionally there is a word, phrase, idiom, wrong form, word choice, and use, but it doesn't affect the essential meaning. The third score scale is 13. The 10th category is very poor. Criteria is often there are errors in the form of word, phrase, idiom, and word choice and use. The fourth score scale is 9. The 7th category is very poor. Criteria is principle intense. It tends to be translating and the choice of words and their use is indicated. The fourth assessment component is grammar. Descriptions, that is variety and types of sentence, efficiency and effectiveness. The first score scale is 25. The 22 category is perfect to excellent. Criteria is correct and effective use of complex sentences. The second score scale is 21. The 19 category is good to average. Criteria is effective use, but the construction tends to be simple. The third score scale is 18. The 11 category very poor. Criteria is there are many problems in sentence construction. The fourth score scale is 10. The 5 category is very poor. Criteria is the use of sentence construction is really not appropriate. The fifth rating component is mechanical. Descriptions, that is spelling, punctuations, reference, citations, if any, conventions, cleanliness, and tidiness. The first score scale is 5. Category is perfect to excellent. Criteria is very good combination of writing conventions, spelling and punctuations, and capitalizations. The second score scale is 4. Category is good to average. Criteria is sometimes error occur in the use of writing conventions, spelling and punctuation and capitalization. The second adjusted score scale is 3. Category is fair to poor. Criteria is frequent errors in the use of writing conventions, spelling and punctuations and capitalizations. The first score scale is 2. Category is very poor. Criteria is no mastery of writing conventions and many errors in spelling and punctuation and capitalization. That's all my questions. Thank you.